Good morning, and how is everything going with you guys and your weight loss and your health? I am doing pretty well, actually. I felt pretty good. I've taken care of myself pretty well, and I'm working on my general mantras. And I came up with a really good one that I think I'm going to start the day with. I was thinking about what to generally say when I want to feel energized, when I want to do my best, when I want to not be tempted by things that are going to tear me away from my goals. And, I believe in break days too. So, definitely have that too. It's all part of self care. But I was thinking about this one in for a parasympathetic breathing technique would be I represent, and then just my highest intentions today. So I actually was doing that this morning, and it felt really, really good. I also went through ChatGPT and came up with some other parasympathetic breathing phrases that can be said for different reasons. I'm going to go ahead and put that up in the posts because I really think that that's going to be the key to unlocking a lot of this. So I am doing the triggered parasympathetic breathing, but I noticed that I was having trouble wanting to do the parasympathetic breathing. So I'm trying to wake up in the morning and do it like as a preemptive thing. Like before I need it, I'm doing them. So I feel like I need sort of like a reset in the morning. So it's just like a good stasis to go off of. And I like that one. I represent my highest intentions today. And I feel like as long as you're doing that every day, you'll probably build on whatever goals you're making, not just weight loss, but other intentions that you might have, keeping up with different schedules better or whatever. And so that's what my main focus is being. I also, I'm bloated because it's that time of the month, so the scales are probably all off. That's one of the reasons why I'm not watching them anyway. But sometimes I lose weight better when I'm not watching the scales. So I did keep up with my 20 minutes of yoga. I've been doing my walks every day, so I've been feeling really good with that and getting my little runner's highs in. I did have some soreness in my hip, but I was able to work that out with yoga and just changing the structure of my walks for a couple days. And, everything else is going pretty well. I still haven't really noticed a huge difference in the switch back to carbs. I still have high protein, but I have, some carbs, not just like an overwhelming amount of them. I'm trying to make sure I stay away from sugar, and I'm still probably going to do fasting every once in a while just to help reset the feeling of needing sugar and stuff like that all the time. For me, it's just a slippery slope. So I just have to kind of keep hitting the reset button every once in a while, just because like what my intentions are, what my cravings are just two different things. And that's a hard thing to deal with when your body wants one thing and your brain is begging for another, and it's like, or your brain is contradicting itself. And I've heard this from people before. They'll be, envious of people who have nicer, what they consider nicer bodies, slimmer bodies than them. And then this, one particular person was pretty obese for herself. And we would talk about different diets and different exercise and different, ways that can, get you moving or just eating a little bit more healthy at all. And she didn't want to do any of it. Essentially, she didn't want to change anything. And I said, well, does this other person, eat healthy and exercise? Oh yeah, constantly eating healthy and exercising. And it's like, well, you're not going to receive results that they're getting for the work that you're not doing, that they are doing. And they were really struggling with that concept. Sometimes what we want and what we're willing to put in the effort for are two different things. And I feel like it's really important that when we do these like mantra building and things like that, we're actually changing that. We're changing our body's natural reflexes to react to things in accordance with our desires. And the more we can align our actions to our desires, the more we can achieve our desires. I mean, that is the essential form of manifestation, and it works with anything that you want in life. So we'll stay focused on that today, and just really resetting with those affirmations in the morning, but still sticking with the essentials of what I've been learning, you know, sticking with the different things that I've been growing with. And, you know, every once in a while I am going to break loose and take a break from all of it. Just, you know, have a snack, have whatever I want that day. And it'll be perfectly fine because it won't be all the time. You know, they say, was it like you're good like 80% of the time, you can be off diet like 20% of the time. You know, I think if you're in a cut, you probably want to be more like 90-10 personally, but that's like every 10 days you can eat like you used to once, you know. And honestly, for me, a lot of times when I switch back to doing that, I'll notice that I don't like eating like that anymore, and it turns into a trigger that makes me not crave that food anymore, or at least not that way. I went to a street taco bar and grill, and I got a double meat carne asada burrito, and I didn't get cheese, I didn't get sour cream, but I had my guacamole to it, and then I ate the whole thing for like lunch and dinner. You know, it was like phased out, but I ate the whole thing, and it was a giant burrito. It was absolutely fantastic. But what I think I'm going to do next time is get it made as a bowl with the vegetables and the salsas on the side, and then go to Costco and get myself some low carb Mission tortillas, and then take the bowl and divide it up into the low carb tortillas, wrap those up individually into, you know, 3, 4, probably 4 burritos, and then keep the veggies on the side. And then I would have those carne asada burritos all week long and spread those calories out in a much more appropriate way. So just certain things like that so that I can still enjoy the foods that I like, but I'm not like eating an entire, like this thing was like, it was like a 2-pound burrito. Yeah. So a lot of times when I go on these splurges, I actually learn another healthy technique. I sit there and think about, you know, how I really want to enjoy that splurge anyway. And so anyway, so I'm going to leave you with these amazing vultures because I think they are beautiful. And I hope you have a fantastic day. Cheers.